Hello and welcome back, and we're over back in Red Rock on the western side over towards the village of Blue Diamond, and we're going to do a little exploration in the hills around the town of Blue Diamond, or the village of Blue Diamond. So let's go. Friends over there. Wild burrows. This walk sits on the quiet western edge of the Las Vegas Valley, where desert, history and community intersect in a way that feels authentic. The village of Blue Diamond lies at the mouth of the Cottonwood Valley, framed by low limestone hills and eastern ramparts of Red Rock Canyon. Although it's less than 20 miles from the strip, it feels far removed, defined more by trailheads and dirt tracks than traffic lights. As you'll see from the drone in a second, Blue Diamond began life as a company town built to support gypsum mining in the early 20th century. That industrial heritage still shapes the place today. The modest homes, compact layout and strong sense of community all trace back to its origins as a working settlement rather than a planned suburb. The Blue Diamond Gypsum Mine continues to operate across the street and is a reminder that this landscape has long balanced natural beauty with extraction and industry. The mine itself isn't part of the trail, but it explains the presence of the village that sits at the foot of the valley. From Blue Diamond Village, and indeed on the side of the main road, paths lead quickly into open desert. The terrain here is classic Mojave, creosote flats, scattered yucca, washes etched by seasonal water, and long views across the Cottonwood Valley. Trails linked together naturally, used by hikers, trail runners and mountain bikers alike. This is shared ground, shaped as much by foot traffic and tyres as by wind and time. Well, that was fun. Let's carry on and see what else we can discover. Just south of the village sits Wheeler Spring, a subtle but historical vital feature. In a desert environment, springs dictated movement and settlement long before roads or maps existed. Wheeler Spring provided water for indigenous peoples, early ranchers and later miners working the gypsum deposits. Today, its flow is modest and often hidden, but the vegetation around it, denser, greener, more alive, marks its importance. It's a fragile place, best passed quietly and left undisturbed. As you can see, I have now bought a carbon fibre 12-foot extension pole to give us the long shots and the high shots. Yeah, she blows. Another advantage of this is you can turn it into a drone if you wish. Some great use of the pole and the 360 feature, and turn this into a great drone flight. What stands out most about this area isn't a single viewpoint or landmark, but the way everything connects: village to spring, spring to trail, trail to mine, mine back to village. Water, geology, industry and recreation are all layered together in a relatively small space. It's a reminder that even the quietest places have working histories, and that the desert, far from being empty, has always been actively used and carefully negotiated. This hike isn't about chasing elevation or ticking off miles, it's about moving through a lived-in desert landscape where past and present sit side by side, and where the trails still begin at someone's front door.
Great views all the way down. Red Rock, Rainbow Mountains, a little bit of La Madre behind them, and a beautiful day in January in Nevada. Really sorry if you are on the East Coast, freezing and slushing and slipping and sliding, but here's one reason to live in Nevada. That's it for today. Short and sweet, nice hill. The final descent there, I found out from a mountain biker, is actually called the Hurl because it makes you want to hurl when you go down it, or up it, I guess. Anyway, no hurling here. That's it. Give the hike a like. You have been watching Q Music, and see you later.